hit the Bloomfield Track today. Simon is keen to get to the, is it the Lion's Den Hotel?
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset.
A lot of rain around last night and even more this morning, so we did have plans to potentially tackle the Cape Track, which has been on my list for a long time to give that one a go, but with all the wet weather, we're going to give that one a miss because it's potentially a lot of winching and we don't have a winch. And yeah, like we may or may not get through, but it's just not something I want to be doing today, is trying to recover ourselves off the side of a mountain in the Daintree. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to go and do the Bloomfield Track, head up towards the Lion's Den Hotel, hopefully grab a few schooners and a bit of lunch there and then head back. The weather's just really against us this trip, unfortunately, for this little bit of the Cape Trib. A lot of overcast conditions, a lot of rain squalls keep coming through. Obviously, yesterday we were meant to be doing that snorkeling trip. That got canned because of the weather. So we're just scrambling, making it up on the fly, trying to just do what we can with what we've been.
We're not scrambling.
We're always scrambling, trying to just do the best we can with what we've got. So that's what we've come up with.
Scrambling. This is the most organised we've ever been. Let's go. Let's roll.
The Bloomfield Track is a 30-kilometre section of road that was built in the early 1980s, and it links Cape Tribulation in the south with Cooktown to its north, and it passes over the Donovan and Cowie ranges. Back when it was built, there was quite a lot of controversy over its impact on the environment. So to minimise that, they actually didn't build in switchbacks into the steep hillsides like you would see in most roads built in Australia. They built the road basically straight up and down to minimise the environmental impact. Now, most of those steep sections on the track are sealed. They're sealed with concrete and have grooves in the track to give traction and to obviously allow water to escape off the road. So even though it's touted as a four-wheel drive track, it's not really too much of a four-wheel drive challenge, but there are a number of unmade creek and river crossings that you do need to be aware of. Apart from that, it's just potholes and some corrugations like you would find on any other gravel road in the country.
All attributes, don't know if I'm talking about me or you, baby. No one gets me like you do.
Now, although the drive is fairly tame and not that adventurous, it travels through this absolutely stunning section of the rainforest, and it's well worth doing just for the scenery alone. It tracks along and crosses the Bloomfield River a number of times, and you can see why it's become an iconic journey in North Queensland.
Confirm that 31 degrees going up is pretty steep. We tried it in low range and that was not a good idea because of the twists and the turns, so we stopped halfway, put it back in high range.
Glad we didn't tow. It'd be a very slow trip, and I don't know. It's one of those things, like we're all about pushing the limits and doing crazy stuff towing sometimes, but there is a limit, and
It's unnecessary
it
for
seems,
what we're doing.
oh, it's definitely unnecessary for what we're doing, but even if you were heading through for the couple of hours of detour, I don't know if it's worth it.
Well, the stars have aligned and the kids' show has just ended, just as we're pulling up into a little creek to get out and have some lunch. So let's go have a look around. That was a pretty cool track, hey, Dale?
Yeah, it was good fun. I don't know, I haven't had time to collect my thoughts about it yet, but that was good. Not really a four-wheel drive track, just very steep and lots of potholes and corrugation, some corrugated areas. Yeah, it narrows down in a couple of spots and a couple of single-lane bridges, but overall, pretty cruisy. I'm glad I didn't tow on it. I don't know that, yeah. It'd be pretty gnarly towing. We did see a few people with camper trailers, and I think there was one hybrid sort of caravan. Didn't see any other bigger caravans, but I mean, it's definitely doable with a caravan. Just it'd be very gnarly. You wouldn't want to come across someone in some of the sections coming the other way, that's for sure. But we found a wicked spot to have a bit of a break and have something to eat, so we're going to jump out and let the boys do their favourite thing: throw rocks in the river.
Let's go.
Chill out. Let's do it.
My favourite thing,
What's your favourite thing?
skinny dipping.
He's your son.
Take me to the ruins, aquifers and springs, baby ferns uncurling, every living thing. Be to me a mother, both hands on the wheel. Show me a faded color, fields of chamomile.
We're not too far now from the end of the Bloomfield Track, so we've got a little bit further to go into the little community of, I think it's called Wunjul or something like that. We're going to go on the hunt for a little waterfall as well, and then on to the Lion's Den hotels.
Put back together. You could call it a vision or a tether.
Alright, we're just making a quick detour to Wunjul Falls or Bloomfield Falls. It's a pretty popular spot. It says no swimming because of the crocodiles, but I'm sure it will be beautiful anyway. So let's go have a look.
That's an impressive fall. That I did not expect to see something like that.
That's so big. That's so impressive, hey? Wow.
I was expecting just this little cascading sort of trickle. Nah, it's a decent bloody waterfall.
Considering it's the dry season too. Well, that's Wunjul Falls. The walk in is very short. It's probably only 100, 200 meters from the car park. The water is absolutely pumping and it's just so pretty to listen to the sound of it. Like the sound of water just rushing through. Like as soon as you get out of the car, you can hear the waterfall and you know it's going to be good and you're not disappointed. I don't want to talk it up because I hate when you have high expectations. This has kind of been good because we had very minimal expectations. It was just, you know, a highlight on the WikiCamp app and we were like, oh yeah, let's go check out this waterfall. That'll be good. Alright, well, now that that's done, I think it's time to hit the pub. Time for a few schooners.
So there was like 15 cars here and trailers and caravans and everything we pulled up, and we just came back out and there's no one here. Very, I don't know, very different. I don't know what my point is there, but anyway, that was Waterfalls. Let's go. There's a pub calling my name, and it's a very dangerous time to be a schooner. Whoa, that was a proper big croc. I gotta try and find somewhere to turn around. Just driving on the way up to Lionsden, just come out of Bloomfield town, and there is a massive, well, the biggest croc I've ever seen in the wild, put it that way, sitting up on the bank. So I'm just gonna go and have a look at him and see if we can get a closer look.
This guy is huge. He is massive. Like, the longer I look at him, the bigger he gets. Is he big?
That's huge.
How big is he?
Proper big.
He's probably about as big as the car.
Yeah, that's probably a good guess.
That's probably a good guess, mate.
Well, that was cool. That was really cool. One of the things I've wanted to see for a long time, in fact, since we left for the trip, was to see a good big croc in the wild. And like, we saw some good ones, yellow water billabong, when we were there in Kakadu, and we've seen some good ones in other places, but never like that, never just on its own, up on the bank basking. And I don't know, it's always hard to guess these things, how long that would be, but it was easy, a 4 metre croc, could have been 5 even. I'm not good at judging these things. He was a bit curled up as well, but either way, that's a decent sized crocodile. I'm so excited to have seen that. That's just a bit of a bucket list thing, I guess, ticked off for me. That's cool.
Yeah, he was definitely cool. It would have been cool to see him do something, but I remember when we were on that yellow water billabong cruise, one of the things that stood out for me the most was the way that their spikes on their back are designed is so that they don't show any ripples when they move through the water, so the water doesn't show any movement. And I'm just like, they're so cool. Like, they're such stealth animals. They're like the ultimate predator. They're just really, really cool. And it's nice to see them from afar. I don't think I would want to see one down near where we were, down near that waterfall, which you probably would see one down on the like part of the lower part of the waterfall. Yeah, crazy cool. They're just cool creatures, you know, like they're just survivalists. They're just the ultimate predator. Yeah, happy, very happy we saw that.
Oh, couple of corners to go and we're at the bloody pub. You beauty. Oh yes. Oh, she looks like there might be a few people here too. Don't tell me I'm not the only one with this idea. We're here now. We made it to the Lionsden Hotel. Great drive today on the Bloomfield. That was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed the waterfall as well. Getting to see that croc was wicked. Even that little lunch stop, just a great little spot to sit and rest. It's been a really good day.
What do you want to drink?
toy prepared song.
Smells good. Love one.
I finished one and went cube.
Well, that was a little bit too good and I feel a little bit tipsy. How do you feel, darling?
Not quite as jolly as you, darling, but it was good all the same. I had fun. Easy place to settle in. There's a good campground there too. Well, there is a campground there out the back of the pub. So if you are coming up this way and you got a bit more time than us and you want to stop in there for a bit longer, I'd definitely consider staying there the night. Settle in, have a feed, have a couple of beers, and then set off the next morning. But not for us this time. We've got tracks to make, but it is on the list. We're coming back. We are definitely coming back to this one. It's been unreal. Been really good.
I did mentally calculate. I was like, oh, we could just stay. Like, what do you need, really? Nothing. But we've got a flight to catch the next day, so... I could have sat there and drank at least another schooner of ginger beer and I'll be... Tell you what, it doesn't take much to get me pissed these days. That's 2 schooners and I'm tiddly as. Someone's going to have a fun car ride back with me, that's for sure.
You're right. You're a dead set right. Oh, mate. Let's put a kids movie on and you can sit there and just go to sleep watching a kids movie.
Dear. I'm a bit happy. Happiness is good. Happiness is good. Alright, that's going to wrap up this episode. So, we'll catch you next Sunday. We're going to fly out of Cairns. We're going to go to Grandma's 90th, catch up with some fam bam, and then back on the road. So we probably won't show you Grandma's 90th because, you know, that's our thing. Catch us next Sunday, legends. Woo!
Don't look before you leave. What you give, you get to keep. So long, farewell, bye-bye. Let's have a toast for those lost old eyes.
What are you doing now?
Well, someone, not naming any names because I don't want to upset Liz, left the GoPro recording on the dash while we went and did that walk. So we just got a 28-minute video. The start of it is us crossing the bridge. Luckily, we're going to go back over that bridge so we can, cross that bridge when we come to it and film it again.
Simon just passed the sign. He goes, "Oh, I thought that said erotic fruit tasting."
It said exotic.
It said exotic.
All right, mate. Just let me finish talking to the camera.
It's so hot. Like early menopause or something. For reference, I just had to scull half the ginger beer because we had to go because it was getting late.
For reference, she's had 2 ginger beers, 2 schooners of ginger beer, and this is what I have to deal with.
I'm just happy. Alright, enough of this. Good night.